How's the weather today on your farm, Frida?
It's quite cloudy. The
Really?
sky is very dirty. I don't know it's they spray a lot or because we had in Queensland we had a
Hmm.
what's called uh, the weather modify program. So
Oh.
they quite often to spray something we don't know on the sky.
Hmm.
Yeah, because we got a cyclone in Brisbane, and
Hmm.
a lot of place is totally flood.
Hmm.
And I live the place is not be affected by this horrible situation, but
Hmm.
yeah, it's but it affects some like milk,
Hmm.
cheese or something, and
Hmm.
butter. And if you go to supermarket, it's totally empty.
Oh.
Yeah, you couldn't believe that, and because we live in the farm area, like lots of farm around, and
Yeah.
usually we got a local supply, but
Hmm.
I don't know what happened. It's yeah, no milk.
So how about the eggs? Because I heard the news like kind of short of the eggs in American groceries.
And
Eggs is okay, right?
it's for my place is okay. Only
Hmm.
I find is the milk is all gone and butter and
Oh.
something like that. Yeah, I think maybe that's the Western favorite food or daily food,
Hmm.
and most of them. Some place even bread is gone, no
Oh.
bread.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we don't know what happened, and
Hmm.
or it's import from other state or something, and we all don't know. Yeah, just
Okay, usually in Japan, the bread will the bread all the bread in the gods will be gone if there is a typhoon alarm. So basically, the Japanese will buy uh they will try to buy more bread and toilet paper when they get the typhoon alarm. So it kind of strange, but I hear finally we got some sun after days of the cold, gloomy weather. So let's start. And actually, we I and Frida we want to go a live audio on X today just because Frida and I had a talk after watching the short video of the meeting between the President Trump, Vice President JD Vance, and the Ukraine President Zelenskyy on X. They really had a heated argument, in the our office. And Zelensky left the White House after Trump cut the talks short. And of course, that's not the. I don't think that's the last supper because the life is full of the uncertainty. And I've heard the latest news from the Saudi Arabian says that the Ukraine will accept a 30-day ceasefire with Russian. Did you hear about
oh yes,
Freda?
yes, I heard that. As they said, is American made this deal with like
Mm,
for 1 month no fire, and
mhm.
maybe they need to negotiate more things or detail and
Yeah.
see how because for normal person like me, I don't want World War III start. I don't like a hot war because it means
Mhm.
more people, young people, will lost their life.
Yeah.
So I hope, really hope, yeah, it can these things can had can reverse this problem.
Mhm.
Yeah, look
I also
forward.
heard, yeah, nobody wants the war, and I also heard another a piece of news today about uh, some say the Ukraine President Zelensky it totally is dictators because he doesn't want to stop the war just because he want to be the president in the Ukraine for more longer time. So let's talk about Trump and JD Vance and Zelensky again. um, because I have three questions for you. The Because I want you to share your thoughts from the perspective of the five elements and the Bazi. So my first question is, in the media, some say Zelensky is a hero, while others predicted his ending will be tragic. So what do you think?
Um, yeah, first we need, I already put the Zelensky's date of birth and, the our talking. And so people can have a look because I put the name on Zelensky. And for his date of birth and his fat owner is fire. Uh, because the people maybe don't know anything about that, so I just quick explain it. On the Bazi apple, and they were showing the color like if you see the red color, and that means the fire. But for fire, we will separate yin fire, yang fire, and if you see the color is a bit like blue, and that's the water. So that's the color. So it's the yin wood, yang wood. Then we have the like a golden color. That's the mantle, and also we had a bit brown color, and brown color one is the soil. So the five elements, and the green one is the wood. So five element and wood, fire, soil, and water, yeah, and mantle. So that's the five ones. So you just even you don't understand the Chinese words, and you just look at this color, and then you will know what is that. So we back to that. So for Zelensky, and he is in fire. So in fire, usually we use imaging is very simple. It's like a candle, and I think we had a very famous word. It says like a many single spike and can start a career fire. So 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 for fire, in especially the in fire, and they like to have a lot of shoulder number. So shoulder member. So it's a bit like people had lots of party member. So they can't doing things just by themselves. They need a lot of support and a lot of people to help them, or a lot of fans. So that's why for the infile, and they will be more interested, like they have more fans. So for Zelensky, on the heavenly stem, he already had three in fire. On the earth branch, and that, and he had one. So usually we say four is a lot. So when any element in the person's body is reach four or over four, is always will had a big impact, the for this person. So for Zelensky, he already had four fire, so that's a big fire. So of course he also had a young fire, but that just means he got a plenty fire. So that's why he can attract the person around him, or support him, or to help him. So first we know his history is he is the actor, and quite famous actor. A lot of people like him, and he like to make a joke. Then in 20 I think it's 2018, 2019, and he become president of Ukraine. And so after that, not long, beginning of 2022, and the Ukraine and Russia war start. So So what we see Zelensky is we can see this man, suddenly come to this country, talk with this leader, then go to another place, talk to another leader. You can see he will naturally will ask a lot of help from him. So that's the one for in Five Element, and especially they got a lot of same party member, and the behavior well, they won't doing things just by themselves. They will get a lot of help or support for what he want to do. So that's why that we show the imaging is like that. Then for his database, they had two element is very important. So one is the young wood, because for nature way, young wood is better like you had a wood, then you had a fire, so the fire can keep longer because you got a wood. So that's very important. So, but he got one wood is hidden at his fat owner, the earth branch. So that one is very important. Then he got the two water. So when like that, so you can imagination like it's not only just water, maybe it's oil. For water like a drip or water. A lot of times that you can imagination is the oil. So that means got a wood, got oil to support. So this fire can continually for a long time. So that's the imaging is showing us. So the important is this wood cannot be hurt. If this wood, young wood, be hurt on the certain of time, or the 10 years, and the things will change. So like you said before, he got the combination power. Why I say combination power? From 2014, and he had 10 years lucky, we call 己酉. So for the 酉 is means rooster, and they had a three combination power we call the 四有丑. So on his database he got a fire, so it's snake fire, and he got the ox, the cow ox, 丑 we call 丑. Then when this 10 years, when the rooster coming, so it becomes the group power to to support him is personal carrier, because this group power is on under the year and the month. So that's why, so this strong power to I think he become famous is should be after 2014 for some reason. Then they maybe had some, the we call noble person, he got a lot of opportunity. He got the people help him. So that's why he got this 10 years is really good. But the thing is change is after 2024. So from last year, and the situation is already changed. So because he go to the 10 years, we call the 物生. That's the heavenly stem is the young soil, and the earth branch is the young mantle. So for the the in fire, they like the young mantle, but the problem is the water of his the under his database, it will combine to the uh, young soil. So we call 物鬼合. So that means this element were not working. So you just think he got a very important element is young wood. So if the water cannot assist the wood, and the wood assist the fire, so the it can continue. So he got a bit of trouble. So for these 10 years, And also for the the fat owner, because he is a Ding Hai. Hai is a pig. So for the fat owner, actually the Hai pig with this monkey we call Sen, these two elements is harm. That if they together, they will harm. They will give you better problem, trouble, hurt or something. So he is, even his age exactly on this line, because he's I think he's 48. Or he's 48. He's been moved to the last line. So, but his fat owner is be the heavenly stem is combined. Then the earth branch is harmed. Then this year is snake year. So we last forecast we talk about the snake will punch the pig. So that's why for Zelensky this year is very dangerous year. So especially he's the uh, president of the Ukraine, and uh, his date of birth will affect his whole country. So I was quite wondered because I heard Ukraine is already disappointed with him. So
Yeah.
they want to have a new election to change another person.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for him, this year is quite possible he
Mm-hmm.
will got a I'm not sure of what kind of things, but if he made a wrong decision, he definitely will off whatever reason. Yeah.
I see what you mean, and it's quite something actually, because just I have mentioned it as that piece of the news that there is a Ukraine senator I think in prison, and he said that Zelensky is a dictators. So beside it, I like to ask a question because in your statement, Frida, you mentioned about another important concept about you said there is young wood in Zelensky's Earth branch, right? So how can we find it? And could you tell us?
I think for Zelensky, have you heard of the Elon Musk had a talk? Because Elon Musk is give Zelensky Starlink to
Mm-hmm.
use, and from Elon Musk word is if without that, and Ukraine already loses war. L- Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, but we did and tell people before the the Elon Musk, he is a young wood. So Elon Musk actually is very important person for Zelensky.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one. Yeah. So that's I at the moment I can find is one of most important, I think, is Elon Musk. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So that's what I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope yeah, it's like we see, they had a very bad argument, and I often see like if this meeting is Elon Musk involved or being major discussed with Zelensky,
Mm-hmm.
maybe they can sign the contract. That's what I think, because the Inwood is actually really like young wood. In fire is really like a young wood,
Mm-hmm.
because that they need depend on them. Yeah.
Yeah, we can follow this this figures. I think we still have another live audio to talk about them. So you mentioned about the meeting. So in the meeting there is another one. Before we have talked about JD once as a buzzer, right?
Yeah.
I remember he is 物土 young Earth, right?
Yeah.
And we could see the meeting showing that JD once he wasn't afraid to take the central stage as a attack dog. pretty tough, right? Because Zelensky tried to challenge him,
Yeah.
right? So I want to ask you about what kind of person is a young soil type? Because we always say in soil, young soil, soil, but what kind of person is a young soil type? Maybe JD1 is a pretty good example, right?
Yeah. JD Vance is exactly the young soil person. So the for the young soil, and actually he got a lot of soil because we just check the color. For how many brown color? Four, four brown color. So he is really strong soil person. We can see his face. Your and the young soil will give people like they had a very strong body, very stable. People look their face, they think, oh, this person I can trust. So for the JD Vance, he the facial and body is already showing people that. That's why a lot of people that like JD Vance is just because he's looking, you know, give people feeling like this guy we can trust. So, but for his database, it is very heavy, the soil. But another tips I want to say is for the young soil, and they more like the dragon soil and goat soil. You know, Dragon soil is the spring soil. You know how you feel spring soil? Spring soil is the time, the ground temperature is very warm. So it's suitable, the plants they can grow very well. Yeah. And for the soil, I said before we got four soil. So it's like spring, summer, autumn, winter. So each one had one. And for plant, they can grow well is the dragon soil and the goat soil. Why? It's a bit like the season. We can see the season when the season is very hot or start from spring, getting warm, then very hot. That time is all the plant is they grow the best time. So that's why for the young soil, and they like this because it was showing them, the level of their life will goes up. So that's one very important one to look. Then another is J.D. Vance had the heavenly stem, and on the time he born is the fire. So we can look through his database. I already posted on the messages side. So he is a fire will resist uh, the soil, and then the soil will produce like the mantle, and the mantle will produce water. Water will produce the wood. So his one is called like a 源流. 源流 is means like a river. So you can go through that. So the way you're thinking, you will dig. That you very closely. It's like a river. That you go this way, that way. You don't have the problem or something to block you. So that's why his database showing that, and also the last end wood is on the year. So that means this person is more, focused on is his personal career. Because if you got the line is go to the bottom time, the person is more care about their family, their own business, like my family, my kids, yeah. But if that goes to the year and they were more like to had their personal career goes good. So that's why he had this is very good. So this e- um, sometimes maybe we got the earth branch is not so nice, so you have to face the problem a lot of dealing with difficulty. But because you had this so strong, the river flows to go, so it's fine. So they can dealing with the difficulty or situation. So that's the good part of him. Yeah. So that's
Oh.
yeah. But for the Zelensky, actually because the fire is support soil, so that's why JD Vance actually he's want the the Zelensky can come with me, but
Mhm.
because they don't have any too big combination, that's
Mhm.
why it's not easy. Not easy. That's why I said it's better is Elon Musk to
Mhm.
invoice. Well, yeah. So could be different. Yeah.
Oh, so that's why the news said the American group was led by, I think the leader is the JD ones in the Saudi Arabia, and they have spent at least 8 hours to push the deal, try to push a deal. So, and you have a talk. We have a talk again about the Zelensky's the Bazi and the JD ones the Bazi. So uh, because this is a three persons meeting, another one is a very important figure is uh, President Trump. So from a broader perspective, so what do you think of these three figures? So um, I want to ask you, can they really make the deal they want in the end? Or maybe something else happened?
Um, I I personally think we have to quick look at the Donald Trump's one, and Donald Trump's one is he is the garden soil I saw before, but we just look at the picture. The front fire is a young fire, so the on the ear having stem, it's bit like the engine. If we go to the train, it's like an engine. Then the wood is bit like a head. So then the in soil is more like the train carriage. So so this is exactly like Trump's name because Trump. What's the Trump mean? Baba, Baba. So it's captain. The captain.
Yeah.
Baba. Yeah. So he really got this, and he also got a very good. The fire, and he got the a lot of soil. Definitely, we can see the color, and also another important thing is Donald Trump just changed his 10-year lucky from last year, 2024. So
Mhm.
now he's on the 10 years of we call 人赢. Yeah. So we back to the Zelensky's Trump's one. One is he got three, combination we call the 赢武虚. So that's the three groups. So that's why we can see, wow, how come Trump got so many people to support him, it's just exactly showing on his date of birth. Yeah.
Mhm.
Then his 10 years exactly to, he can track the Zelensky. Why? Because Zelensky is in water. In water had a combination with young water. In fire is had a big combination with the young water. And Trump had this 10 years for that. Then Zelensky is born in the pig day. So Yinhai is we call 六合. 六合 is six combined, So yin is good to combine with the high. So that means Trump had strong power, can hold Zelensky to his side. So at the last I put one photo about the Russia and Ukraine, and some Chinese people that put four
Mhm.
major place. So what they say is, ah, he said, oh, I got a solution. So what the solution is, make the four orange distriction in eastern Ukraine a free economic zone led by the United States. So look carefully, and this is a solution with the least resistance that all parties can accept not to mention because they don't have a many population. Yeah, it is an opportunity for the corrupt Russia and Ukraine on site to teaching and demonstration what is efficient free market governance. Little Ukraine, restrain your tragic narrative war and restrain your evil identification of the big goose. So this time, turning the table is not a big deal because if this is a solution with the least the resistance, then no matter how much you go around, how many trains and efforts you make, in the end, you will still converge on this. So that's I think that's a quite good solution. So that's why I yeah just translate that and
Yeah.
yeah so I think Trump had strong power can hold Zelensky to him. So that's what I think. So hope it's true because I don't want the whole world is turning on the left hand to start World War III. So that's
Mhm.
what I think today. Yeah.
Wow. I really have learned something, and I knew this quite something because I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So for us, we will continue to follow them. This,
Yeah.
yeah, this figures, and I hope we can have another live audio soon because I just I want to ask you because you have mentioned about the colors on the data birth picture, right?
Yeah.
Because Haviland stem is quite more easily to remember
Yeah.
and to understand. But for the Earth branch, they're kind of complicated, and also there is another concept is in the each Earth branch, there are hidden heavily
Yeah.
right.
That's right.
So yeah, in your statement, maybe you have mentioned about them, but we still need time to try to remember and understand. So maybe next time you can help us to understand how to say that.
Read from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I can make a simple one and explain first. Then we can continue to this topic because I think they will have on coming news and
Mhm.
maybe more interesting. Then we can continue to discuss that.
Yeah, so we appreciate your time in the morning. So uh this is about the first live audio in the March 2024.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's do another one. I really want to
Okay.
do another one with you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Carrie. Yeah, we had a good time chatting with that. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Frida.
Thank
I
you.
hope everyone have a
Bye.
nice day. Yeah, bye.
Bye.